first and foremost, we give all praises and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
And double honors to the apostles of GMS from Ruwell. Shalom. Salak is about to get a little loud. But shalom to the faithful men that's continually doing the work of the Lord. Lord willing, GMS Columbus, Ohio. Of course, our camp live, Lord willing. We're just gonna go in the spirit and pretty much a little bit of review that movie that we seen last night. It was called Warfare, right? Yeah, Warfare. Man, literally the best war movie I've seen in my life. It was real realistic. It wasn't all that Hollywood bullshit, romanticizing and all that real shit. Yeah, you know, I got a few points. I know brothers got a few points y'all want to add too. But one point I want to show in that movie is it shows you Esau's might. You know what I'm saying? Because then you got the jets, whatever, going with the show of force. You know what I'm saying? He got the weapons, he got the bombs and all this shit. And Esau mighty as fuck. Esau was blessed with a sword. In fact, let's start with Genesis 27. You know? It all makes sense. The Lord had to have blessed this man with his weapons. You know? You got it.
This is Genesis 27. I'm going to start at 37. It says, And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son?
Right, because of course, you know the story, Jacob supplanted, and he gave the blessing to Jacob. You know, Esau salty as hell, but he gonna get a blessing too, you know, but you got it.
Verse 38, And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Verse 39, Then Isaac his father.
Real quick, because Esau, every nation claim is going to have blessing. Ishmael got blessed, you know, and so on and so forth. The Lord is very fair. He said time and chance happening to them all. You know, you had the Egyptians, they ruled for a time. The Babylonians, the Assyrians, all that. You see? And right now, Esau Edom, he's in his rulership. He's having his turn, you know, and we gonna be next, Lord willing. You got it.
Verse 39, And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above.
Right, and you see that? You see Esau got the best of everything. You look up in Columbus, Ohio, what's the best part in Columbus, Ohio is Bestley, where the so-called you-know-who's live. You know what I'm saying?
Up in Arlington.
Yep.
They got the synagogues out there.
Mm-hmm.
And you go and you got the get up on with the
Penguin suits,
the
ZCs, the curlies, the whole
crime.
yeah.
Little to no crime, really.
Trees. They got forest out there too. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of this out here, man. A lot of loose women, man. So Jake gonna be locked in today, man. You know what I mean?
And not only just Bexley, the whole world. You know, we always bring out Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So this man, you know, he ultimately, you know, runs the whole earth. All right, what's he got? What's he called? Garrisons in every province across the, you know, the inhabitants. You know, this man, he owns everything, and also he what's the word I'm looking for? Persuaded everybody in the sense that, you know, everyone follows his system.
That's why you have all these different nations coming to this place, because they, you know, freedom for money's sake, you know, all these different things. Because hey, the Lord had to have blessed this man, because for prophecy's sake, because the scripture says that He's gonna equal to all nations. You see?
Verse 39, And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above, and by the sword shalt thou live.
By that sword shall thou live. You know, and he showed that greatly in that movie. You know what I'm saying? They had them big ass movie tank things.
Oh, Bradley vehicles, Bradley fight vehicles.
Yep. Shit was mighty, bro. I'm telling you. Hey, Esau mighty, you know? You see? But it's prophecy's sake. You know, and then, but on top of that, you see that mightiness, how much more Yahushua and his angels, you know, because fight each other. You see what I'm saying? The Most High, he's even more great. He's more mighty. You see? But and the Lord's gonna show. He gonna do a show of force. You know? The scripture says he gonna not meet you as a man. You know, with Lil Willie, we can get into that a little bit later. Let's build it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But that's all you got. Precept? We got more in Genesis.
It reads, verse 40 again. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Because Jake had really every nation, but he had Edom under suggestion, and now he got loose. You know, Satan got loose, and now he went around the earth to deceive the earth. You know, and then what he do? Number one thing he did was put the Israelites under subjection. That's really the main thing. If you got Israel into suggestion and worshiping other gods, then we just gonna be through. We gonna have no power in our hand. But now that the Lord has given his name back to us, and the scriptures and the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, now we getting the power back. You see,
He's giving up our strength back, man. Which starts with Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, the name, man. Like the bro said, man, he giving us our strength back, man. We got more vigor now, man. All right, we ain't just sitting out here looking all loose, man. Looking all crazy out here, bugged the fuck out like the rest of the world, man.
Yeah.
Like that word, and I'm gonna get to the definition of warfare, because that was like I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. Lord's will, I'll do a testimony on it. That was the absolute best war movie I've ever seen in my life. All right, real talk, bro. So the brother's gonna get into it, expound on it, and Jake gonna throw in some precepts with it, man. Cause like I said, the bro said Esau ain't finished yet, man. We still chopping the block on Esau's kingdom. We still chiseling away, all right? Cause this nigga still got teeth. So what if they got a few T words in the military? Donald Trump is shutting that shit down, you know?
Because it goes beyond just America, Russia, you know, and his neighboring countries, you know, that's a force to be reckoned with as well. You know, they're Edomites as well. Amalek, even Israel.
Yeah, even Moab and shit. The Lord had to bless them with mightiness too. You know, with the Navy and shit. I heard they got a real good, well, I don't know if it's crazy good, but they blessed too. Hey, Russia, we're going back to Russia. They got the most nuclear missiles on Earth right now. You know what I'm saying? The Lord had to do that. We said I credited Smith. I credited Smith to the gold codes. You know, the Lord put that all in the Lord put all that in these different nations' minds. But these different nations, chiefly Esau, Edom, you know, he got that proud spirit. He think it's all because of himself. But no, the Lord put that in your mind, you know? Yeah. You know? But then they show that in the movie, what's his name, Oppenheimer? They had that dream.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord pretty much gave him that vision. Because when it says in Job, he says, in your dream, the Lord seals your instructions. Not just for righteous man, also with wicked too. You see? You got it.
Work iniquity upon their bed. This is Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy.
Right, because those weapons, those thermonuclear missiles, that really belongs to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Those are the Lord's weapons. Because He's going to use it to chiefly destroy this America. You know what I'm saying? Other parts of the earth too. You know what I mean? But chiefly this place. It's all for his plan. It's all his master plan. He's the mastermind behind all of it. You see? But you got preset.
Yeah, it's just a quick Job 33:16. You know, about how the Lord seals the instructions against the that's got to be that's crazy. Job 33 verse 16. Then he opened the ears of men and sealeth their instructions. So, like I said, you're gonna take a little nap, a little dirt nap. All right, you're gonna wake up, and the Lord already put the instructions in you. What you gonna do that day? You might go out there and put somebody to death. You might rob a liquor store. You might get shot by the cops. Hey, you're gonna praise Yahweh Shem Shai, call on a name. You might bug yourself out. But the Lord has sealed man's instructions, man. That goes for all you people. All right.
Jeremiah 50 and 25. Well, I'm gonna start at 24. Just to back up the notice from this point. Jeremiah 50, 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahweh.
You striven against the flame. You striven against the Most High, man. That's the most foolish thing you can do. But it's beautiful though, because just like the Lord has hardened Pharaoh's heart, the Lord's gonna do the same thing to this man. You know, and the Lord had to harden you to the point where you're gonna fight against the angels. That's very foolish. You know you're gonna lose that fight. Especially Esau, he knows more. He got the ability with the satellites, and he can scope, he can see shit. You know, and he probably sees way more chairs than we do. You know,
but they got the technology in them. They got the resources to look at. You think a nigga got a $12,000 telescope or $1 million telescope to see the chariots and its magnificence? Nah, man, we just got to go off faith and what the Lord provided for us that day, man. You know, but Esau got the technology and the trillion, the budget, the defense budget to see these things, man. So it's bugging his ass out every day.
Come on, verse 25. Yahweh hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
I said his, you know, his indignation, which is righteous anger. You know, because that's what the Lord do. He's like a chess player. You know what I'm saying? The bishop, all that. But it's all moved by one hand. Yahweh shot. You know what I'm saying? They all. What's that say? The Proverbs. Was that 25? The kings in the heart, the hands of the Lord. Yeah. Come. See?
It says, Yahweh have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of Yahweh, God of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans.
He said, this is the work of the Most High, man. And what's that scripture say? He said, I'm about to do my strange work, my strange acts, to the point where somebody hears your ear gonna tingle, man. You know, it had never been in the history of nowhere on earth where a whole country gonna be nuked completely. You know what I'm saying? And be like Sodom and Gomorrah forever and forever. You know? So the Lord, he gonna show his might, because hey, like we said, Esau Edom, he's a very mighty man. But you can't forget about the ultimate mighty man, which they might as well get it, please, Bible Shah. Can you get that Exodus 15? You know? He's the ultimate, because he's a man of war. You see, so it makes sense that he got war that's going on in the earth and shit. Civil wars and all these different things, you know? You got it.
Exodus 15 and 3. It says, Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name.
Yahweh is his name. And just like Esau, he try to be like the Most High. He try to, you know, the Rockefellers and shit, they try to control both sides of the wars. Controlling both sides of the war, funding both of them. But hey, the Most High, he does that too. He controls both sides. Satan, the righteous angels, so on and so forth. You see? Hey, you got a precept?
Well, I'm holding 2nd Ezra 13 and 8.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, because like you said, they're gonna be dirts to fight, man. They're gonna be fort. Hey, man, you see the chariots pop up, and it just shape shift and shit, man. And this ain't no Bradley fighting vehicle, man. Like I said, hey, man, yeah, the Lord is he's gonna force you to fight, man. In the so-called Valley of Yahweh Shaphat, man, the Valley of Judgment.
You gonna hold that? We got it.
We're gonna get that on hold. Yeah, you right.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Start at whatever.
Yeah, 2nd Ezra 13. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to start at the top. 2nd Ezra, I'm gonna real quick. 2nd Ezra 13 at the top. And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that had moved all the ways thereof, and I beheld, and lo.
Right, and that seat, you know, it's not talking about the actual seat down there. It's talking about up here, you know. And it say the world's gonna be in the heaven, you know, the Shemayim, you know, the waters, the heavens, you know, all that, you know. You got it.
And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him, and whensoever the voice that went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth fire.
And we know this to be Yahweh Shai, because it says the same thing in Revelation 19. You know, and it says it many times. You know, in Mark, he said the Son of Man gonna come back with his glory with the angels. You know what I'm saying? Because the angels are mighty as hell too.
Woo!
They gonna get busy. They warriors, man. You see?
That's all they want to do, man.
Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doeth judge and make war.
Right. Hey, because right now Esau, he's making war in unrighteousness. In unrighteousness and let's say unrighteous dealings. Yeah. You see? Yeah. But the Lord, he gonna do it righteously, because these people, especially these leaders of these nations, they need to be put down. You know, because the Lord said that. He said he hates those that are continually gathered for war. Esau, Edom, even going back to that movie. You know what I'm saying? Because in that movie, they took over somebody's home. You know what I'm saying? They got a little family and shit. They in their fucking bedroom, you know, dodging bullets and shit, getting all scared.
Yeah,
remember the scene? They came back, because the jet keep coming back and showing the
show of force.
And then the family was like, "Nigga, why? What the fuck are you doing? You know, what you doing?" You see, I forgot my point and shit, but so like, go ahead.
This just shows you the pride of Esau.
God,
they can just go up into anybody's country, the so-called white man. All right, you so-called white people are Edomites. All right, predominantly. All right, let's get that. Let's just clear that real quick. All right, you go and show force. You go to Iraq, go to Afghanistan, go to Poland. You Edomite on Edomite force, and you show yourself a pride, man. Because guess what? Because you got the ability to do it, because you got authorized by Yahweh Bashem Al Shai to do it, man. So it's easy for Esau to roll up on somebody's country, some damn village rats, man, with some goddamn Adidas sandals and a tracksuit with a PKM. That's easy to bully up on them. But bully up on BRICS, Russia. Bully up on China, Iran. Bully up on Iran, Pakistan. You know what I mean?
Even
North Korea. Bully up on them. And see how far that gets you, man. It's gonna get you nothing but World War III and destruction. Thus saith the scriptures. Verse 5 out of 2nd Ezra 13:5. Oh, you finished, bro? Okay. 2nd Ezra 13.
Yeah, let me get some. Verse 12. It says, his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
Right. You always gotta break that down, because you know you got people think that you don't know the name of the Lord. And of course we do. His name is Yahweh Shai. Most High's name is Yahweh. But that name goes into his rank, because he what do you say? I bless you above your fellows. You know, it goes into that in the book of Hebrews. You see? But you got it.
It says that he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. And
That's John 1:1, you know. But you got it.
And the armies which were in heaven follow him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean.
Right. Ooh. Right. Hey, that's why what's one of the Most High's title? It's Yahweh of hosts. You know what I'm saying? Host means armies. You see what I'm saying? And the Most High's armies is in the heavens. You see? So that's way far superior than Esau's armies, and then all the rest of the raggedy ass nations.
Hey, his host on earth too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Yahweh host is on earth. We're playing it out right now. You got ground troops, and you got troops that's in the air. Hey, we the ground troops right now through the spirit. You know what I mean? So the Lord is, you know what I mean? He got things popping on all levels, man. So it really is no excuse for you Jakes to not know what's popping, man. Second Ezra 13, verses 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heavens, to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
Right, and if I can speak real quick through the spirit, just to tie it all into the movie, you know, pretty much we were having a conversation after watching the film, reviewing it, and just, you know, comparing, you know, the events, you know, concerning the scripture, how mighty this battle is going to be in the heavens. You know, Esau, you know, he possesses the sword. He possesses all type of weaponry that's just, you know, hey, far greater than anything, you know, on the streets of AK or M16, etc. You know, so it makes sense why Yahweh Bahashim Al-Shai is going to send Yahweh Shai to subdue this man. You know, because how us as a nation will we be able to fight against Esau, Edom? of the technology he possesses with the blessing that he possesses, man. You know? So when you go into, you know, 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, Revelation 19, and various other chapters, Revelation the 12th chapter, Lord, where we get that, you know, you're going into this epic battle, you know, between Jacob and Esau, ultimately, you know? Spearheading, you know, Jacob and Esau, the protagonists and the antagonists of the scriptures, man. All right, and how this is going to be the last, you know, the last hurrah, the battle of all battles, man.
Yep.
You know?
Hey, what's cold about that movie Warfare is there was no fucking plot. There was no movie. There was no looking at your picture before you die. You look at your wife and your kids. No, it was just straight getting busy, man. There was no plot. Like the bro said, the pro and the antag. There wasn't none of that. Cause guess what? Both of y'all are the antagonists. All y'all against Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. So you so-called white people in the Elamites that they was fighting in Iraq or Babylon, ancient Babylon, there was no pro and Lord. There was no pro and antag, man, because they both the enemies to the Lord. Good Lord Almighty, man.
Hey, and another point about that movie, the two niggas got fucked up, and it showed you. I'm thinking of that scripture where it says, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly, and for a while, them niggas was crying out for help and shit, and just wailing and weeping and screaming and shit, man. That shit was terrifying. I love that movie, man, because Hollywood like to fucking glorify war and shit. That shit, war ain't fucking fun. It ain't not a movie scene,
it ain't
man.
cute, man.
That shit is horrible. That shit is terrifying. You see what I'm saying? And that movie captured that perfectly. How much more with the war in heaven, man? Oh, man. The Lord is even more terrifying. He's the king of terrors, man.
Woo.
You see what I'm saying? That ain't nothing, man. World War II, World War I, niggas got fucked up, man. You see? So how much more World War III? And then on top of World War III, why are you fighting World War III? Then you gotta fight the Lord, man. Come on, man. Terrifying, man. You see?
I got a quick one. This is Jeremiah 51:30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They have burned their dwelling places. Her bars are broken. So like I said, you got your, like I said, Esau is known for his might, man. Of course, man. He got the blessing. But guess what? That shit's going to fail eventually. Extremely eventually, man. Because you're like, what you going to do with your house shy, man? It is angels, man. Lord might fuck around, play with you, Lord. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's going to get destroyed. All right?
got more of that.
2nd Ezra 13. It's a lot. 2nd Ezra 13 and 6. But I behold, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not.
Right.
Whew.
So, a huge, what they call it, father ship, you know? And there was a picture, I think, Pastor Tahar, I think that was his last, a couple channels got deleted or whatever. But I think it was that one with that big ass golden chariot. The size pretty much of the whole earth, pretty much, you know? You got it.
Verse 8, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst to fight.
Right, so they was afraid, but the Lord was like, bring back to Egypt. When they seen Jake going through the sea, they didn't want to go, but the Pharaoh was like, fuck it, let's go. So they went and you good? Whatever. They went and followed pursuit, and then what happened? The Lord made the water crush them. You see what I'm saying? You got it.
That's pretty much, that was
We're looking into the camera.
That's right.
We have the camera facing.
But that's the heathen.
Right.
That heathen don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, hey, so we already know that the times are changing. We're in the springtime, all right, so to speak. So we're gonna start seeing more nigga activity. The loud music. That's when Jake come out the hibernation mode, man. So you know he's gonna be a lot of chaos. That's pretty much it.
Where you stop at?
I stopped at 8. We're gonna keep going. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we got something. Can we get that Isaiah 13 mustard?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And, the Lord shall not meet you as a man. Or that 63.
I get Isaiah.
Cause yeah, man. Hey, man. We gonna see, man. We gonna see the Lord's might. But you got it.
God, this is Isaiah 13. You want to get to the point?
Yeah, you get to.
I'm gonna start at 3. It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. It says, Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
Right. That's what World War is. It's a world at war. You know, so it's all these different nations. Oh yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, that's my
Okay, beautiful.
but yeah, man. Lost my train of thought. But yeah, the Lord the Lord must have hosted about, like we said earlier, the Lord's a master chess piece, player. You know, he gonna gather all these nations, put it in their mind, put hooks in Russia's jaw. You know what I'm saying? Wake up the fucking Arabian countries and shit, let them join together. China, fucking the BRICS nations, all these different nations, they gonna turn on America. You know, they all gonna gather up in that Valley of Jehoshaphat. They gonna fight that World War III.
America too. NATO's going to turn on America too. Y'all think Poland? Well, Poland's not a part. Well, Poland is not Ukraine. Ukraine's going to turn on America too, man. Because guess what? They're part of that ancient Russian culture, man. They're not a part of NATO, man. For good Lord Almighty, man. We got, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? And that's more attractive than a woman that's showing all her skin, man. Women are ancient garments, man. You know. But
I got that word mustard real quick, just an AI overview. It says in the Bible, mustard or its variations like mustard or mustard primarily means to assemble troops for review or battle, or to register or inspect them. That's what we're seeing happening. You know, ultimately, the Lord is, having every nation sharpen their swords, man. And get ready to get busy, as we say.
Yeah, there was a couple, just recently, a couple weeks ago, they said Germany getting ready for war. There was another Europe country, I forgot which one it was, but they said they gearing up for war.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Salaka. The reason being is it's something called a peace treaty. All right. Now you got what he was doing. Man, he was getting busy. He was conquering shit, but he put a lot of these decrees and peace treaties on a lot of these countries, like Korea when they got busy in the 50s, Germany in the 40s, of course France. They all got peace treaties. Vietnam. They got a peace treaty on them. But those peace treaties can get lifted any fucking day now. It's just a peace treaty. It's just a document stating that I want to cease fire. All right. Germany has an extreme peace treaty. All right. And Germany didn't forget what America's done to them during World War I and World War II. All right. So they didn't forget. So you got to add this shit together, man. It's all in the precepts, man.
Japan didn't forget.
Slovakia. Yeah, big boy, little boy. They didn't forget. They just playing as a peace treaty. Because they know America's going to whoop their ass. So, the peace treaty is going to get lifted very, very soon. And it's going to be sanctioned through the Lord.
But they say we got to look for peace, but there is none. You know, people think that Trump going to end up going to Ukraine. And then, you can't think about China and Taiwan. You know what I'm saying? They finally keep gearing up and getting closer and closer to that goddamn place to take that shit over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see? But you got it.
More in this definition, it says it implies gathering together a body of soldiers or a military force, often for a specific purpose, such as preparing for war or conducting a formal inspection. The term also can refer to the act of numbering or listing troops. Right, so the Lord is preparing these troops, ultimately to fight against each other, but to fight against Yahweh Shai, And we see, through the Spirit that, hey, these nations, beginning with Esau, Edom, possess a great sword as we were going into, man. The Lord has catapulted these nations, all right, in the sense of their weaponry, etc., to get ready for this grand finale, this great battle that's going to happen on the planet Earth, man. as it is written, when you go further down in 2nd Esdras 13, realm against realm. All right, one world against another world. You see? So we're going to see the spiritual angels, the heavenly hosts, come down and fight, you know, the nations in the physical, man. And they're going to be, you know, they're going to have a flawless victory, man. You know, for our sake, for the Israelites' sake, through the Spirit, and for Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh to get His glory, man. All right, because we need divine intervention in order to get out of here. We can't go against Esau's fighter jets. The way that they showed that show of force in that movie. If he came through like that, shit, Jake then flew through the bus window, you know, the bus stop window.
Yeah.
You know, just little shit like that, man. You know, so we need a divine intervention. We need someone, you know, mightier than Esau Edom, you know, in this physical, all right, to take him down. See, because no one else can, man.
That's humbling to say. We need the Lord's show of force, man. You know?
And we see that, you know, Esau know about the chariots, man. NASA, I don't know if Jake remember that NASA video that
trunk feed, yep.
That Northern Tribe Jake, he was seeing all the chariots
yep.
go past. He was like, damn, that one almost as big as the city, you know?
Yeah, they see there's a video of a chariot going through the sun.
See.
Just in a matter of seconds.
Well,
1 second at that. So that shows that chariot was large and quick, you know, and then go through a sun, you know, the sun right now, that shit, you get too goddamn hot, that shit burns your skin. So that shit went through the goddamn sun. So what kind of power is the chariots? And there's another videos of chariots taking shit from the sun, like it was sucking the damn sun flame.
The energy.
What the hell that shit called?
The
you know
energy.
what I'm saying? So you can't fuck with that. Going back to that video of that lady that she was in the Air Force and shit, training and shit, and this was right after 9/11, and they seen a fucking chariot come out the waters. You know what I'm saying? And then so they was all like, "What the fuck is that?" You know, it was moving. It had no windows. It was small. It was like, what the hell? They was trying to, because they said they gotta find. You know, they looking. Okay, let's see if we can find the wings and
the trail pattern.
All right, so we can know when to attack it. But you don't know shit. So how you gonna attack that? And then it said it was moving ways that impossible. And that's when she was saying it put a crack into our dominance, man.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because the Lord is far dominant than you. You know, you want to come. Hey, look what you did to the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. When he was on the earth, even at that time, the Lord said, "I'll allow you. I'll lay my life down." But look what you did to him. You put fucking long ass nails in him. You nailed him onto a cross. When he comes back, he ain't coming back like the same way. He come as a Lion of Judah. We can get that Isaiah 63. You know.
Job 12:23 says, "He increaseth the nations and destroyeth them. He enlargeth the nations and straighteneth them again." God, right. So ultimately, you know, the Lord increased these nations. He's about to straighten them. He increased Esau, Edom, and gave him the blessing, the fatness of the earth, the blessing of the sword. All right, he's about to straighten this man, humble this man. All right, via his heavenly hosts, you know, via Yahweh Shai. All right.
Isaiah 63 at the top. It says, "Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength."
Right, and real quick, this shows you too, because a lot of, you know, like Vocab Malone, he say that the Edomites is all done away with. But this is the Lord. This is a prophecy of the Lord's second return. That haven't happened yet. So that shows you that Esau Edom is going to be ruling at the time the Lord returns. You see, the so-called white man. But you got it.
"I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?"
Right, because metaphorically, you know, that's talking about all the bloodshed that's about to happen, all the death and destruction. You see what I'm saying? Another scripture in Revelation says the blood goes up to the horse's bridle. You know, but you got it.
"I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I would tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment." And Yahweh Shai is not gonna get dirty. He gonna get busy, but he's not gonna get dirty. All right, that's just symbolic how destructive it's gonna get, man. All right. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my and the year of my redeemed is come.
Hey, can you read that again?
Yep, God. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart.
Right. So the Lord, He's up there on His throne next to Yahweh. Both of them, they thinking about that day, man. You know, let's say sitting on the throne to expect until his enemies become his footstool. He can't fucking wait. We can't wait. How much more him? You see what I'm saying? You see, but you got it.
It says, vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come.
Right. It's come. And who's that? Hey, who's that redeem is us. Lord willing, He gonna come and redeem us. You see what I'm saying? He gonna come back for His people. Not for all nations. He gonna come back for His people and put the nations into subjection. You see what I'm saying? Contrary to the church doctrine. You see? But you got it.
Yeah, quick one, real fast. Romans 12. That's why you can't trust in your own bow, so to speak. All right, your bow and arrows in the scriptures, the Lord's word, man. You can't trust in your own self, man. You get fucked up out there. You get caught out there. You know what I mean? This is Romans 12, 18, 17, start at 17. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. You gotta have integrity, all right? It says, if it be possible as much as lieth in you, so everybody got their own measure of patience, all right? Live peaceably with all men. This is dearly beloved. Let's talk about Jake. Avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem El Shaddai. So Lord is going to repay, all right? Esau getting busy with us, with you tribes, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right? Chiefly, the Lord is going to get busy with in due time, man. All we got to do is suffer and push this word out, B.
That's
crazy.
Yeah. You got pizza? Can you get a song? You done?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you get Psalms 96 and 1?
All
I'm
right.
gonna read this real quick. Psalms 142 and 6. It says, let me start at 5. It says, matter of fact, let me start at 4. And I looked on my right hand, and behold, there was no man that would know me. Refuge failed me. No man cared for my soul. Because what's that? The Lord said that's the curse. You know, you're going to be in captivity. No man shall buy you. No man shall redeem you. Nobody, Japheth didn't come and save us. Ham, Moab, nobody gives a fuck. The only one that gives a fuck really is Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai and the angels. So it's going to be him himself, Yahweh Shai, coming to save us. It says, I cried unto thee, O Yahweh. I said, thou art my refuge and my portion in the land of the living. Attend unto my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. Ooh. Just like you said, man. You don't got, bro, Esau got weapons, and he got
weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, he got what they call them, the sonic weapons or
subsonic
vibration weapons and shit, the little microwave and shit.
EMPs.
See, I mean, I seen a video recently. It was like some protesters or some shit standing outside, and then they just got hit with some invisible shit. They all just like
Radiation.
And shit.
It's radiation.
You see what I'm saying? You can't. How you gonna fight against that? You can't. It's impossible. You see? And the Lord did that on purpose. He the one that put that blessing on Esau because he want him to rule for a certain time. You see? Because technically we are more mightier than Esau. We stronger than this nigga. You know? And he knows that. So the Lord had to, up him up a little bit. But you got
like
that.
he did with Pharaoh. He raised Pharaoh ultimately to show forth his power and deliver his people. It's the same dynamic dealing with Esau here. Raised up Pharaoh, see, puffed him up, made him proud, gave him great dominance and rule in the earth, influence, etc. All right, just to bring him down, in the end, to show forth his power, to show forth his people, all right? Show forth deliverance to his people, man, his love towards his people. So the Lord always, like they say, kill 2 birds, one stone. He covers all, he covers
all avenues, man, all tracks, yeah. This is Psalms 96 at the top. It says, "Oh, sing unto the Lord Yahweh a new song."
Oh, that's 96?
Yeah, you said 96 or 1, right?
94 or 1.
Oh, count, of course. This is Psalms 94, verse 1. O Lord, our power, to whom vengeance belongeth. O power, to whom vengeance belongeth, show thyself. Lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud.
Right, because just like the brother read earlier, in that what was that Romans? You know, the vengeance belongs to the Lord. We can't do nothing. You know, the Lord is gonna use us eventually, but we gotta wait for that time. You know, we gotta wait for that spiritual powers. You see, and when you say lift up thyself, give me that part again.
It says, lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud.
Right, because a reward ain't always a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's an ass whooping.
Right, you know? Yeah. The reward unto them what they did unto us. Babylon who ought to be destroyed. This place is destined to be. You want to talk about what was that shit Esau when he came to the land? He said it's a manifest.
It was manifest destiny. It was what it was.
But hey, this is manifest destination, destiny too.
Yes, sir.
This place is ought to be destroyed. It has to be. This is prophecy. Is written on stone, on scriptures. The judgment's written. It has to happen. You see, and it's gonna happen very soon. You see all kind of processes going on. You see Trump, tariffs and trade wars and Russia, China, all this shit going on. Hey, what you see? That's prophecy, baby. You know, but you got it.
Give me a second, real quick. Verse 3. It says, Lord, how long shall the wicked triumph? It's the twice that's killing me.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Man.
That's called redundancy. And the Lord Yahweh, Heavenly Father, is all about, I hate to say the word, but it's redundant. Ezekiel said the same thing, Isaiah, Jeremiah, the Gospels, Yahweh Shai, us, you know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yep.
Verse 4, how long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves?
Right, because you see, look at this shit, man. This shit alone is wicked. You got women half naked, men, mighty ass. You see that mighty ass nigga back there, way back, the nigga 6'3", whatever.
Yeah, 6'3", 220 with a fucking purple hair, man.
Yeah,
and
ridiculous, man.
And a fucking crop top, man.
And then the scripture said they had the tongue speak against the heavens. They took the image of the Lord and made it as a so-called white man that had leprosy. All right, blonde hair, long hair. You know, it's just mad disrespectful. So the Lord gonna have to come back mainly for his name's sake. You know, like you said, 2 birds with 1 stone. But not only for us to deliver us, but also for the Lord's sake too. You know, these damn nations are proud as hell. They got the Israelites under their foot. So they talking big shit. You see? But you got it.
Verse 5, they break in pieces thy people, O Lord, and afflict thine heritage.
Through this, man. You got it.
Verse 6, they slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless.
That represents, that's you say your people. That fatherless is us. You know, and this man Esau Edom was a wicked judge, because the scriptures told you to judge for the fatherless, to judge for the widows. But this man, he goes the opposite. You the poor, you the broke. You know, you get the whole goddamn book thrown at you. But you rich. It's everywhere. You gotta keep walking. It's on that
It's
side.
all the way up down the street.
But the ones that are rich and have some type of so-called influence, they get let off. You know, the fucking what's this shit called? The Epstein Island. All those names. If that was Jake, let's say that was this camp. Man, we would have been under the goddamn jail. But you still got the celebrities running around free, messing with little children and shit, man. The Lord needs to judge this goddamn place. But I think there's a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. It says verse 7, yet they say the Lord Yahweh shall not see, neither shall the power of Jacob regard it. Understand ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when ye be wise.
Right, because the Illuminati, the hidden ones and shit. You think, you know, the Lord is exposing you.
Crafty counsel.
Right, you know, that shows you even more that we at the end, because everything is getting revealed. You know, even in these different camps, niggas, their wickedness is getting revealed. Esau's wickedness is getting revealed. More and more each day. You finding out more shit that he did in slavery. You know what I'm saying? And more shit that he's doing even to this day. You see? But you got it.
That's the spirit, because if I may real quick add on to that, I was doing a job for an older lady, some concrete work, and she was born in 1946. And she was just telling me that she went through segregation and all that. You know, old Edomite lady. And she was a kind old lady. She was about 80 now, roughly. And she was just saying how she witnessed all of that, man. All the atrocities that you Edomites have committed unto us. All right? She witnessed that from a little kid. Lynchings and all of that shit, man. You know, the shit going on TV, etc. All right? So you Edomites got to pay for all that, man. The Lord didn't forget. You have devoured Jacob as it stated, man. You know?
And like the brothers,
And she was going into a point, and she was like sad to say. She was like, I was hoping in my lifetime I would see things change, but she was like, sad to say that racism is still here. So just to add on to the point, like you said, it's still going on to this day. That perpetual hatred, it's still in you Edomite's heart, man.
and it may be kind of unfortunate for you to hear, because you might know a sweet old Edomite lady that's up in 90s in age, because like I said, Jake be doing the work, but that's unfortunate. But guess what? It's judgment. All right,
Yeah,
you might
going into slavery.
yeah, you might meet a sweet old young Jake lady, man, that's just through. Guess what? You feel sorry, but that's unfortunate. But it's the curses, so you gotta leave your. I say this to say this. You gotta leave your feelings in the fucking trunk, man. When you're doing this work of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, you gotta leave your feelings in the trunk, like Apostle Tahar say, man. You know? Yeah, but I don't mean be an asshole. Live peaceably amongst all men, man. That means women and children as well. Heathen, niggas, all right? Back at Psalms 94:9. He that planted the ear shall he not hear. He that formed the eyes shall he not see. He that chastiseth the heathen shall not he correct.
Right.
He that
Like we went to earlier, how the Lord sets up nations and bring them up and down. Hey, same thing with you, nation. The Lord created Esau. He created a wicked ass demon. You know, He created your ears and your eyes. You think the Most High can't see you? You know what I'm saying? The one that created eyes, the Lord. The eyes of the Lord is everywhere. He's seeing these things. He see what you did, and these things that Esau have done to us, that history is lost. And there's things that he's still doing right now. He probably got a fucking invisible weapon right now, which he obviously do. But things that we don't even know. Cause we know about the flow wide water.
He does.
You see what I'm saying? We know about the towers and shit. This
Cell
other
towers,
shit.
yep.
You know?
This is breeding off radiation, killing Jake, man.
Mhm.
You know?
the lack of trees,
Yeah.
the lack of life.
Taking away the carbon dioxide and the carbon in the earth, you know, all that. It is a physical weapon, so to speak. You know, he has waged warfare, you know, on Jake on a whole nother level. He ain't got to whip Jake back anymore, man. You know, he ain't got to buck break you and all that shit. I mean, he's still with all that wicked shit too, child molestation, you know, pedo rings and all that. But hey, this man is so crafty, and he has tapped into a left hand energy that's just, hey, that, you know, exceeds, man. You know, for some people to comprehend. Like, damn, you know, this man doing that. Yeah, he got fucking weapons. It's a one wand. He got like a wand, and you touch his shoulder, he fucking throwing up, and hurling and shit.
Oh, it's all is electric shock.
Yeah, but hey, shit, you know, you got all types of crazy shit out there, man. Like you said, the chemtrails. A lot of people forget about that. You bring in heavy metals.
Barium oxide.
Ooh, shit. Then you got the little bugs and shit. Some of them be like little robots and shit.
Yeah.
And then they got the mortified what's that shit called? The little shit that you always that's annoying, that gets you drink your blood.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Remember he released the shit on the people and shit?
Yeah, yeah.
And they just said, I just seen an article too. They said that they would release it in America. I guess again, because that ain't the first time. But yeah, that shit, you think of the bug just biting you and shit. That shit probably gave you something, you know?
Yeah. Niggas got AIDS. Niggas took the schmackety schmack 19, and I know testimonies of brothers that schmacked off on women and got sick off that shit.
Damn.
Oh man, the biggest weapon, all you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, is you women. Women of our nation, man. You women, man. Y'all the biggest weapon. All right? Esau, the so-called white man, has used the Negro woman the Hispanic and Native American woman against you, Jakes, man. Child support, kick. No, you good, bro. You good. Kicking Jake out the crib so a woman can get the biddies. Government funding, whip, every fucking thing for you bitches, man. You know, this is what Esau did to combat it, to keep Jake down, man. A man.
Right, shit. Esau, in a nutshell, Esau has weaponized everything, even us standing on this concrete. You know, now your joints hurt. You know, Jake got arthritis. You know, feet hurting. Ankle. I know Jake. Work I do, and you know, brothers just walking on this concrete is a weapon. You know, causing a lot of tension in your lower back. You know, so yeah, hey man, it's hey, you go into your crib, you gotta deal with mold. You know, what's it called? What's the one shit? Not pesticides, asbestos or something.
Oh, asbestos. Yeah, asbestos. Yeah.
Mold, you know, all that shit, man. Drywall. I was doing a job. You know, when you do drywall, they got warning labels for cancer, man.
Yeah, you got
because of the shit you breathing in. You know, you get white lung, you know, all types of shit, man.
Damn.
So even your workforce is fucking is a weapon against you, man. Everything. You know, that this man has taken that sword, man, to a whole nother level, man. And he has used it in every which way possible. You know?
Hell yeah. Matter of fact, can you get that songs? Was that 64 and might as well start. You get that you start at 1, but what you got?
Real quick, this is Psalm 79. I'm gonna start at 5. It says, "How long, Yahweh, wilt thou be angry forever? Shall thy jealousy burn like fire? Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name." It says, "For they have devoured Jacob and laid waste his dwelling place." Right, so like you said, we actually Yahweh Bahashim outside for his wrath upon the kingdoms of the earth, chief of Esau, Edom, because they devoured Jacob. Right? You see, and like the brother read in that Romans 12, we can't avenge ourselves. We gotta wait for Yahweh Bahashim outside to do it. He got to come and do the heavy lifting. All right, and I mean, we was going tying back into that movie Warfare. That was just, you know, a small thing to see, you know, tankers, you know, take down, you know, leveling houses, you know, the rifles, etc. All right, you know, someone that seeing that scene with the jet, the show of force and all that. Hey man, how else would we be able to defend ourselves, man? All right, how else? You know, we're not on equal playing fields, man.
Just like real quick, just real quick. Hey, Esau, he could have really just, because I know there's probably laws and shit, because it's
Geneva Conventions, yeah.
But Esau could have really just blew the whole fucking shit up. You know what I mean?
That's why they didn't place laws.
So Esau really way more mightier than we can really see, but yeah, you got it.
Yeah, come. You know, so we need Yahweh Bahashim outside of, you know, to step in. All right, always read that Luke 1:68 on down. All right, he shall save us from our enemies, man. All right, Yahweh Shai is coming to save and deliver us, man. Our brothers will be of that number. And how and what has to happen in turn? He has to destroy our enemies, bro. Plain. It reads verse 8. It says, "Oh, remember not against us former iniquities. Let thy tender mercy speedily prevent us, for we are brought very low. Help us, O Yahweh, God of our salvation, for the glory of thy name, and deliver us, and purge away our sins for thy name's sake." Right. So, hey, it's greater than just saving us. It's for his name too, because what he said, we are graven in the palm of his hand. See? So the Lord has to come back and save his people, man. Beginning with the elect. All right, for his reputation's sake. Verse 10, "Wherefore should the heathen say, where is their God?" Right, and they showed you that too in that movie, or not the movie, the TV show House of David. You know, they pretty much had a scene where Jonathan got captured by the king of the Philistines, and that's when I put that video up when he said, "Where is Yahweh?" You know what I'm saying? He said it in the show. You know, but hey, that's something we don't want these heathen to say. Like, yeah, where is your Yahweh? You know, where is your God? Or like how Pharaoh said, who is this Yahweh you speak of? You know? It says, "Wherefore should the heathen say, where is their God? Let him be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenging of the blood of thy servants, which is said. Plain and simple, man.
Yeah, I just want to read something real quick just to clarify some stuff. Since we're on the warfare movie and shit, that shit was amped the fuck up. Jake was amped the fuck up, all right? Greatest movie of all time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Top 5 for me. So Geneva Conventions, all right? This is kind of, Jake can pull the precept for me, Psalms, about how he crouched and he showed, yeah, something along those lines. Either or, yeah, either or. Because I'm gonna read what Geneva Conventions for brothers that don't really kind of understand what's going on. So the Geneva Conventions are a series of international agreements that establish rules for the humane treatment of civilians of combatants during armed conflict. So that was happening with. That's why the brother said, and the brother said it and made a good point. That's why they didn't level Ramadi or Kunan Province or the Valiant fucking Kop Zormad or Paktika Province in Afghanistan. Because Esau got the ability to throw a J-Dam and just level a fucking whole city. But there's humane treatment, and this is why Esau, that's why I wanted that precept, because he want to sit down and, but what happened to the Geneva Conventions of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? There ain't no Geneva. Now there is to a degree, of course, because Esau still got to use you niggas to be slaves in here. Who's gonna run the society? Who's gonna fix the buildings, the infrastructure? Not Esau, all right? But it says they are considered the cornerstone of international humanitarian law, setting standards for how soldiers and civilians should be treated in times of war. The Geneva Conventions cover the treatment of wounded and sick soldiers, prisoners of war, and civilians, and they also provide protection for medical personnel and facilities. So just to give Jake if they didn't understand that whole situation.
I got that precept. This is Psalms 10 and 10. It says, he croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, God has forgotten. He hideth his face, he will never see it. So you want it?
I use that, yeah. Like I said, he crouch off humbly. Esau, he get all old and shit now. He in his 80s and 90s. He did all the dirt for 50, 60 years. Now he's retired and shit, old, feeble. His fucking rod don't work to pop off on little boys. Now he crouching himself and want to be humbled now, man. Nah, it's absolutely too late, man. All right, it's too late, man. The gig is up, the war is up, the jig is up, B. All right, now it's time for blood and get back, man. All right, it's time for the hunters, the fishers to turn into hunters, man. And that's exactly what the Lord is doing and is prepping our minds now, man. Stoicism, being men, all right? Forgetting about the damn women of box, that used up box, all right? The Lord is gearing us up for something that's extremely necessary and important, all right? That's why that movie was made on time, man. Honestly, boy, Lord's will, I got to do a testimony on that, man. Because Jake know personally, man. Holy shit.
Yeah. But,
yep, Psalm 64.
Yeah.
This is Psalm, this is Psalm 64, and like I said, man, the brothers are very, very, we're in the spirit, man. We're passionate about this thing. So you're gonna see us kind of get a little pissed the fuck off, all right? That's just something you just gotta handle, man. It's called warfare for a reason. And I was holding that definition. I want the definition of warfare. You mind if I read that real quick? So I was holding that prior to camp, Salakia. Simple word, So the warfare definition is very, very simple. Engagement in or the activities involved in war or conflict. So warfare, are we not involved in a conflict? All right, we're not engaging in a conflict. We're behind enemy lines, man. All right, the people that runs the society fucking hate our guts, man. They don't want to see us out here no more. They don't want to see us proclaim the names of the Lord. Hell, you so-called you Israelites that claim y'all trying the truth, y'all don't want to see us proclaim the names of the Lord, man. All right, so it's highly offensive, man. But anyways, switch gears. Psalm 64 at the top. To the chief musician, a psalm of King David. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Right, 'cause like the brother said, you in war, you know, what he said, against princes, how you say, can you get that real quick? You know what I'm talking about?
Principalities.
Right, you know?
Oh,
Because this man, even these cops right here, bro, we can't do shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They mighty, bro. They'd be fucking 300 cops, not, you know, I'm over exaggerating, but
But it will
you
be.
know, 5, 10 cops in a matter of seconds probably. If they call for backup, hey, you know,
Mhm.
10-4, whatever the hell they be saying and shit, you know? But you got it. Like, give me that secret part.
Yep. Yes, sir. Verse 2 again. It's to hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Right, because you know we mentioned earlier how Esau is doing all these things to, you know, all these different weapons that he's using it against us. You know, our women, our children, all right, our manhood, not that kind of way, but just being a man. You know, masculinity. You know, there's a war on fucking masculinity. They say it's toxic masculinity, but the Lord, you see the Lord bringing that back though. You know what I'm saying? But you got it.
Verse 3, it says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Right, and what did Esau do? He used his sword, his tongue, and then what he gonna do? He gonna write it down because the pen is mightier than the sword, and then he gonna make laws and, you know, all these different things that's against us. Says all those that speak against the so-called you know who's. You know what I'm saying? Even people that speak against the so-called you know who's getting fucking deported. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, man. You see that now? Even Trump, I guess he secretly became a so-called you know who.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
You
went
know?
to the land. That was years ago. His first. That was the whole bullshit. They were trying to build the third temple in Israel,
Yeah.
our homeland.
Yeah.
And Trump is down there getting busy, and everybody, you got Barack Obama touching the wall and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're all in cahoots, man.
Bro, this shows you, bro, it's about to go down, bro. The fucking president, the fucking Jew and shit. And it was already, like the scripture says, Esau is being exposed. We already know Esau runs this place, the so-called Jews. Salaki. Yeah, whatever. Hopefully they ain't gonna take it down. But anyways, it just shows you. And then what he gonna do? He gonna come down on us. You see? That's why the Lord gonna have to lift up a standard. But you got it.
Verse 4, Psalm 64:4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Right. They
Then-
don't fear. They just foolish, man. You touching the Lord's people, man. You see? But you got it.
They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Right. Sitting trapped secretly. You see? It's like we've already mentioned, but you got it.
They search out iniquities. Salak. Sometimes Jake can hear his fucking so think, man. It says they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
A diligent search. Like I always say, this nigga went to your fucking, he's into your DNA and made certain things to affect Jake, you know, specifically. You see? Then on top of that, because that's just the physical realm. Now you got the spiritual realm, because Esau deal with them spirits, left-hand side. So now he's sicking demons on us, you know, witches putting spells. Come on, man. I know he doing that shit, man, for sure.
Yeah, he tapped into that left hand energy, man.
Yeah.
AI and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Those are all spirits. You know, this man, hey, he is what they say, CERN. You know, blasting atoms together, all types of stuff, man. Bro, demons are real, man.
Shit.
Demons are fucking real, and they speak to you. I was fucking dealing with the demon the other day. You know, for real, man. It's real shit.
You just gotta laugh at it sometimes.
Yeah.
And I kid you fucking not, man. I'm sitting in there, like I was telling you through the spirit.
Jake.
You know, when I deal with my episodes, you know, the
Damn.
demon, it came into me physically, but something I noticed, like it's waiting to catch you in this certain state, you in and out. You know what I'm saying, through the spirit. And I kid you fucking not, man. I'm laying there, man. I'm going in and out. He caught me right there at that right time. You know, shackled Jake down, and that nigga came into my ear and said, "What do you want?" I don't know why he said that. I heard that fucking voice, man. So hey, Esau, he tapped into them left hand spirits. All right, and they give this man breakdowns, man. You know?
I have to. I'll be remiss if I couldn't say this. I have to bring it up. Salaka, Gorilla Hebrew. I was watching one of his videos. Don't know what the fuck he was talking about the whole hour and some odd minutes, but he linked in. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with Chat GPT, But he said ChatGPT knows what I'm thinking, and and this is the thing, how I know the C-hip is coming through, man, because you got AI that knows your thoughts, and he's amped up about it. He's like, yo, ChatGPT know me, ChatGPT is my nigga, and he's asking questions. And ChatGPT, I don't know the technology, but it's AI. AI, he's proud of like AI knowing his thoughts. Like, nigga, you supposed to forsake that shit, man. You know, that's a step closer away from you getting controlled by that shit, nigga. All right, taking a chip, you know. So that's like, he was proud about taking ChatGPT and ChatGPT talking back to him. And come on, man, that's bugged out, man. I don't want them niggas to know what my thoughts are, man. It's bad enough we got Google.
What we have to understand with Esau Edom is you had, you know, hey, the Egyptians, what you had, Egyptian sorcerers, etc., try to combat against Moses. You know, the magicians and all that, these magistrates, you know, so on and so forth. The Chaldeans, all right? You had men who were literally tapping into that left-hand energy, man, back then. You know, where technology wasn't really a thing. Esau has literally tapped into that. You see? He has literally tapped into that left-hand energy, but we have a fucking AI, ChatGPT, all this AI shit that literally can answer any fucking question you want. You know, to a degree. You can ask this thing anything, bro. How he want to destroy the black man, his plans, his plots. The fucking AI fucking machine, I gotta show take this video. It was 2 AI automatic services that were talking to each other. And I forget what the fuck they call it. I think it's called like gibberish something, or something gibberish. That's the name of the AI language now, or some shit, or gibber, something like that. And we know what gibber is confusion. You know, on this, you know, another thing symbolizing Babylon the Great. All right, but Esau has literally tapped into this left-hand energy, man, and it's all around us, bro. That AI shit is some creepy shit, man. Like, let's get fucking serious, fucking wrong. This is all left-hand energy, bro. This is this man creating his own left-hand blessing. You see? Come on, man. Like, splicing genes and DNA, man. This is some weird, creepy shit. This movie is fucking wild, man, that the Lord created. Like just think of a movie where you got an antagonist who's literally trying to fight against his creator, his maker, man. You know? This is some crazy shit we dealing with, man. We are fucking boxed in, bro. This man has AI, drones. This man can see from afar, come on, man, like an eagle.
Hey, can you get that Nahum with 3 with the witchcraft and all that? Cause hey, remember the Apostle Tahar made that video going into that AI thing. They said that the freaking AI started speaking the ancient, what do you say, Samaritan language. You know what I'm saying? And like the elder said, like, you know, you're really speaking Hebrew, man. That shows you that them things are demons, man. They got spirits on them. You see what I'm saying? And hey, and then you still got that, you fight against principality. You still got that, yeah, whichever one first, you know?
I'll get principalities.
I got it right here.
Okay.
Ephesians 6:12. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
You see, in high places, and these people in high places, you know, they got the scientists, they got the fucking musicians, you know what I'm saying, the witches and warlock. You seen that video of that witch in Hollywood, a little old ass lady.
Edomite bitch around Jay-Z and Beyonce. Yeah. She's an ultimate witch. Kim Kardashian.
Yep.
Come on, man.
You see?
Niggas idolize that bitch.
Yep. These things are real, man. Then Elon Musk, you know, with the remember that red jacket he had on? And it had fucking Baphomet on the back, literally. Like, it's like Esau's barely even hiding anymore.
Why do you have to?
Right.
These niggas, you got YNs, you got crash outs, you got the 2/3. And
Niggas not paying attention.
yeah, they don't give a
shit. Them niggas saying this.
yeah. They like the father of the devil, man.
Yeah.
So it's like it's to a point where it's so worse on earth that there has to be something that's gonna take something out, man. Like, how the fuck? And I knew this before the truth. I knew something was gonna run out. Something's gonna have to happen, man. All right, to tear this place up, to humble this place. All right, I didn't know what the fuck it was. I had my finger quiet on it until I found out the truth. but it's the Lord. Yahweh Shema, the one that y'all call Jesus Christ and Yahweh, man. All right? That's the ones that's going to get busy. The true names of our Lord, man.
Right. What he's saying, 2 Ezra 15, wickedness have exceedingly
polluted
the whole earth. Esau, Edom being the wicked, he has polluted the minds of all society to be wicked. YNs, whores, you know, pornography, you know, thievery, this criminal type mindset.
Covetousness.
Because what would be the best movies? Gangster films. You know, everybody gravitate to want to be a gangster and all this shit. Catch bodies, murder, kill, destroy, you know?
Influencers.
Yeah, all this shit is everyone's into this, got this sexual deviant spirit. Women want to be on women and all this, you know, they accept, you know, homosexuality. So, hey, wickedness is just everywhere. The world is being ran through the spirit by the left hand. The only remnant of righteousness is the elect, you know? So, man, this is some bugged out shit we dealing with, man. Dealing with Esau, what it say? He come doing the workings of Satan. 2 Thessalonians 2. You know, one going down to what, like 8. It's heavy, bro. Whose comings is after the working of Satan. You see, the adversary, this man is adverse to all the ways and ordinances of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai in righteousness, man. Which we know ultimately through the spirit, and that's the beautiful thing. The Lord had you devils in the trick bag, man. Because ultimately, man, he's doing it for his purpose. All right, and he's in control. Isaiah 45 and 5 and 7. I create light, I create darkness. I make peace, I create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things, man. See? Because this is the tale that he's telling. This is his will. All right, so he has taken the nation of people, chosen them, predestined them from the foundation of the earth to ultimately come upon this place. All right, fall, you know what I'm saying? To fall, all right, to build them back up, just to show us ultimately, man, you know, how bad things truly can get, you know? Cause shit can't get no what? How else? How worse could it get, man? This is like the final boss of wickedness, man.
It's like Grand Theft Auto here, man.
Yeah, you got niggas doing handstands on bikes. You got a dude up the street with purple hair. You got homosexuals. You got dykes. You got Esau doing all types of weird, decrepit shit. You know, behind closed doors, sex chambers and weird nastiness, man.
Sex changes?
Yeah. You got dudes who really snipping their rod off, creating artificial holes to get popped in, man. Yeah, and I was watching this fucking, clip. The nigga, you fucking disgusting. Fucking man, every bit of 6'1", start taking the hormone pills so he can feel what it's like to have a period, man.
Damn.
You people gonna fucking die, man.
That's right.
All you who have made wickedness, all right, and who have made wickedness the forefront of your fucking minds, man. You fucking nasty freaks. That's why we don't deal with you people, man. Stay away from 2/3 because they with all that nastiness, man. You know? Oh, as long as he ain't gay, man, listen, Naki, man, this is real. This is a high spiritual warfare. Like the Elder Yahshua, man, we gotta watch what we eat, watch who we around, all right, more than ever right now. Because this shit is crazy. Watch what we're saying. Watch how we conducting ourselves in public, you know? Bro, it's only, 4 men in GMSC bus, man. It ain't that many. I mean, it's a majority, it's a great deal of profits, but man, think of the ratio.
Yeah.
Shit is bad out right now.
Yeah. It's looking bad out here for you niggas, man.
But hey, we got, hey, the one who was with us is greater. What up that Nahum?
And after that, we'll post some precepts. You got it.
It's Nahum 3. I'm gonna start at the top. It says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey parteth not."
Man, this place is the bloody city, man. You see what they did to Jake, the so-called northern and the southern tribe, man. And that's still going on to this day. And it says it's full of lies, man. This place is bad.
All right, brother.
What's
All
up,
right,
man? What's
all
up?
right. All right, brother.
You know, but the Lord's gonna come back and bring back truth, man. Truth is gonna flourish. You see? But you got it.
Verse 2, the noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the harnessed horses and of the jumping chariots.
Slavery, you know, whipping Jake Lee. Hey, you hear that goddamn alarm clock? That's like a modern day whip.
It's PTSD.
Right. Get your ass up, go work. Oh shit, you hear that alarm? Oh, I can't be late.
Yeah,
I
bro.
gotta clock in.
I had this shit today because you and Jake be working consecutive days. So like it's real. I demonstrate that so-called PTSD. I know brothers do. I woke up at 6:30 in the morning, snoozing my alarm clock for no fucking reason. Thinking I gotta get at work. I see 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh shit, my heart failed and shit. Like, what? Man, let me get my damn cup of yaya, man. What the fuck am I doing, man? But yo, that's that PTSD, that's that modern day whip, is that alarm clock, like the elder said, bro. That shit's real deal, Holyfield.
It says, the horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses. It says, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none in of their corpses.
Right.
They stumble upon their corpses. Verse 4, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts,
Right. Babylon the Great, America. You see, but you got it.
that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft.
Right, witchcraft, man. All this shit is really just witchcraft, man. Pharmacy. Literally goes, pharmacy is witchcraft, man. Shit is everywhere. Disney Channel. It's like your little children's watching this shit, man. They even to the point where they say there's good witches and bad witches. No, it's all bad witches. You know, I had to teach my little sister that a little bit. Like, oh no, there's good witches. No, there's not. You know, then you got the little stitches doing little witchcraft and little candles and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is mainstream. It's literally on YouTube. I was scrolling through that shit, man, and they suggested how to cast a spell on somebody.
Damn.
Literally, they dead ass serious.
But our videos get taken down.
Right. You know?
I seen the elder brother Maholoya took a video, and he did a video on YouTube. They actually literally got naked women on it doing like some yoga, and I was like, hold up, they butt ass naked and doing yoga. But our videos are taken down on YouTube because we say the F word or the JOO word or the C hip word. But you know, that's all good though. That shows you that we're doing something right. All right. So coolers.
It also proves that the scriptures, what it say, the word is quick and powerful. The scriptures are way powerful than a gun. Because you got niggas in the rap videos with guns and legal shit and drugs, but that shit don't get taken down. These niggas literally talking about murder. This videos of people breaking down murders. When King Von was alive and shit, oh, he had this body, he had that body, at this time, at this place.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is you detectives at? Why the hell this nigga ain't in jail? You know what I'm saying? Esau did that shit on purpose, man. But us, we make a video about John 1:1, you know.
The dietary law.
You know, Revelation 19. Oh, I get taken down. But if this is because we're not violent at all. If we're just crazy people believing in a crazy Bible, then why you gotta take it down for it? Because you know it's true. You see your end is coming. You know. But you know, whatever y'all got, we can close out. You know what I'm saying? Good.
Hey, let you niggas have that, man. Let y'all have these fat. Hey, like I said, Jake's starting to show his ass now, man. It ain't cold no more like that. So Jake about to start showing his fucking ass, man. He's about to show off. So guess what? You gonna show off? The Lord's about to put a foot up your ass, man. Hey, man, come on, man. Come on, man. We see it all too well, man. It's get warm. Niggas start yawning and getting out of hibernation mode. You know, get the e-bikes. Get your black power. You know, it's all gravy, man. All right, because the Lord got a belt that's bigger than ours. Pause. All right, and he's gonna do a lot of ass whipping, man.
Hit you with that hard part too, the metal.
Oh,
part,
the metal,
shit.
the buckle. Hey, fuck yeah, fuck the leather. It's gonna be the buckle, man. Which is these missiles and Esau. You know.
All right, hey, man, that's pretty much the point, man. You know, Lord willing, you know, may the Lord protect us from these goddamn spirits, evil spirits, and what Esau got going on. Like you said, be careful with the women you deal with the food that you eat, the shit that you watch. You know what I'm saying? And just, Lord willing, invest your ability, stay in the spirit, and may the Lord deliver us. You know, hopefully brothers was edified. We can give all praises and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Kakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles, GMS from Ruel. Going to the brothers doing this work. So that we're going to say shalom.
Shalom, shalom.